Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. One of the, well, I honestly think next to the film itself, the most important part of any movie is the music. No one knows that better than Doreen Ringer-Ross, who is with BMI, Broadcast Music International, and she brought with her someone who I'm so excited to meet, and I know you will too, especially if you're from Utah. We've got Blake Neely here, who, among other things, did Everwood, the music for Everwood, and so many others that you're going to recognize. Thank you so much for being here, guys.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.
Oh, this is just awesome.
You were steeped in music too, weren't you?
My father was played 37 instruments.
That's amazing.
And, yeah, and he taught music all over the country, and I just have an affinity for it. He never, unfortunately, didn't get to teach me, which would have been terrific.
Nothing, no instrument.
No, we didn't get much time together, but it's something that because of that, I probably love more than most.
Yeah.
And it's just what I think for all of us. There's so many things that music does for us. One of them, obviously, it's the soundtrack to our lives.
Right.
That cannot be argued. We all track our time this way. But it is also the soundtrack for film, which is essentially doing that same thing.
Yeah.
And I know that is what your mission is to make sure that everybody knows exactly how important it is. Mm-hmm. And really to help these musicians and these composers have an opportunity to have that voice.
Well, thank you. No, I'm kidding.
I just told you, yeah, we're done. Please tell us more, though.
No, I mean, BMI is who I work for, and we've had a long-standing relationship with Sundance, the Sundance Institute. We are one of the sponsors of the Sundance Composers Lab, and because of that, our mission is really about forging a bridge between filmmakers and composers and making them both learn how to work together.
Right.
That's one of the really unique things about the lab. Blake's been an advisor at the lab for a number of
3
years
or 4 years
now. And what's really cool, we're doing this roundtable tomorrow,
right,
which pairs a lot of composers and directors that have films here in the festival, and almost every composer that we have on the roundtable tomorrow at some point had gone through the Sundance Composers Lab.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool. And Blake has a film here.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Tell us about your film.
I'm doing the Case Against 8,
Okay.
which is about the repeal of Prop 8.
Yeah, yeah.
I realized how timely it was yesterday when we were sitting on Martin Luther King Day watching this in Utah, which is going through what Utah is going through with the same thing that California did. It's a great film. It's sold out. It's just been a great success. I've been to 10 Sundances now, but never something like this where it's so immediate when you sit with an audience and
live.
Yeah, and watch something you worked on for months. And I mean, we kind of forgot there was comedy in the film until the audience is laughing. It was a cool experience.
Wow, that is tremendous. As many wonderful things as you have composed and been part of the music of, I have to mention some of these others. I'd like you to mention some of the others that will be speaking. It's difficult. I just want to spend an hour with Blake.
Let's talk about Blake. I think his film's really important, actually. So I'm happy to just.
Well, it's a very important film. It's the most important thing I've ever been involved with. It's not just a movie about gay marriage, it's a movie about human rights and equality, so it's amazing to be a part of. It's a huge subject in this country. Things have, times there are changing, aren't they? Yeah, well, it's nice to be part of the historic movement too, to look back and say, I got to work on that, and hopefully we change lives with the movie. I'm certain that will happen. Because movies can do that, change lives. Absolutely. What was it like bringing music to something like that? It's a little different. Right? It was daunting. I mean, what we're supposed to do as composers in film, we're supposed to stay out of the way and not be noticed and just make you feel something as you're watching it. Is that hard to do with this? Well, I think this was more daunting because I felt it was such importance and so much weight. So like every single note, I'm second guessing, and is this going to be? You're also scoring under a lot of talking. A lot of talking. So it's really, there's no marks to hit particularly. You're not, it's not a car chase that you're. Right. There might be a car chase. I don't know. You haven't seen the movie yet. So I haven't seen. I don't want to spoil anything. But I had amazing directors to work with who would rein me in if I was too big or not enough, and so it was a great experience.
Wow, that's excellent. Now, there are several events that BMI is doing. Obviously, the roundtable is but one.
Right.
There's also the snowball.
That's correct.
Tell us
That's at
about
8
that.
o'clock tomorrow night. You know, we've always been providing a platform to showcase our performing artists, too. So Craig Redwin is on the showcase tomorrow
Right.
night. We call it our Snowball. He's also a composer, but he's also a performing artist. So he's there. KT Tunstall,
Yep.
you know, is headlining, and we're really excited. She's doing a lot of songs and film now. And, you know, over the years, BMI have had tons of, we brought Devo here with Beck as their opening act. We
Wow.
had, you know, Los Lobos closed down Main Street years ago. And it's always been a really exciting place to showcase music. And now, you know, music and film is kind of the main revenue source for a whole lot of people in the music business, so it's very
Absolutely.
relevant. But we're really here to talk about the roundtable tomorrow morning, which is
Absolutely.
at 11 o'clock at the Sundance House.
Yeah, tell me, you'll be moderating this, right?
Uh-huh.
Tell me a little bit about what you expect to take place there. What will people learn? What will people get from that roundtable opportunity?
You know, I think that film music, score especially, is a very subtle craft, and often if it does its job well, it's very subliminal and you don't even notice it. So we're shedding a light on that element, but we're also talking about the creative process between composers and directors and how they find a common language, and, you know, just what purpose music serves in film.
Yeah, she does I've done this roundtable with her many years. Does an amazing job moderating this huge
sure.
ensemble of us crazy composers and directors, and gets us talking about how we do what we do and how it was working with each director. And I mean, we've had fights on stage.
Oh, come on.
Well,
No one
fun
got
fights,
hurt.
fun
Fun ones,
fights,
right?
arguments.
Well, you're very
They're fun.
passionate people, right? Musicians
Yeah, and she's
tend
got to
to be,
wrangle all of us.
right?
It's not hard. They're really brilliant and creative and wonderful.
How do people go about being at this event? What is the
They either have
Rule for it.
credentials or by special invite.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how we work that out to get them on the list, but if you want to come,
if you have great interest?
if you have great interest, find me on Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely.
You should come.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Good.
I got to be in there for just a moment last year, and it was quite spectacular. And of course, as you've said and alluded to, there is no separation between music and video and film. It's just they're inseparable.
Right.
BMI, Broadcast Music International, Doreen Ringer Ross. Thank you so much, Blake.
Thank
Neely.
you.
Thank you,
Certainly
Joe.
appreciate you guys both being here.
Thanks for
Thanks a
having
lot.
us. This is great.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be back with more right here on the Mountain Morning Show after this.